Hello, welcome to Ella's Academy. The topic for this moment is solid mensuration. We have treated plane mensuration. Here now is solid mensuration, whereby what we are doing is surface areas and volumes. Surface areas and volume. A solid is a three-dimensional shape. It's a three-dimensional what? Shape. Look at these pictures on the board. Our cylinder and our cube. Our cylinder and our cube. You look at this cube, you can only see three faces. 1, 2, 3. So that is example of what? A solid. Example of solid. What are the examples of solid? We have cube, we have cuboid, we have cylinder, we have cylinder cone, we have pyramids and prism. So we are going to look into all these one after the other. So we want to look at this cube now. A cube is a solid with 6 faces of equal dimension. A cube is a solid with 6 faces of equal dimension. So how do we solve for the surface area of this? Before we solve for that, for the surface area, I want you to know that from this B to this cube is that is the diagonal. The diagonal is from this BQ. Now the surface area now, to calculate for the surface area. Okay, let me write so that it can be this place can contain it. Surface area equals to, then let's calculate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 times area of one face. Area of one face. I'm coming here, I will demonstrate this. Area of one face. So which is our area of one face? Look at this. From here, down here, down here, down here, down here. So that is the one face we are talking about, and the one face is our x. X times x, that will give us x squared. X squared. So that is how to calculate for the surface area of cube. So what of the volume? To calculate for the volume, we have base area times height. Base area, volume. To calculate for the volume equals to base area times height. To calculate for the volume is equals to base area times height. So the volume now, from it, let me do it here. So the volume will now be equals to the base area. The base area is s squared. The base area is what? S squared. Area of, so x squared times, now wait, look at the base here, from here to here. Base area s times x will give us s squared times height. From here to here is our height, which is x, which is equals to x raised power of 3. So to calculate for the base area is the x raised power of 3. That is the way to calculate for the base area. To calculate for the volume, to calculate for the volume is base times height. Base times height to calculate for the volume. Now, how do we calculate for the diagonal? Length of diagonal. Length of diagonal. So to calculate for the length of diagonal, so what we do is that, what is our diagonal? Our diagonal is QB. That is QB. Our diagonal is what? QB. And QB equals to root. So diagonal, that means x squared plus x squared plus x squared. X squared plus x squared plus x squared. So we are calculating for the whole diagonal, the whole 3 faces. So from here, this side now, x times x, this side x times x, and this side x times x. So now our diagonal, which is our QB, will now be equals to 3x squared root 3x squared. X squared plus x squared plus x squared will give us 3x squared. So if this is 3x squared, then my QB can be x root 3. We want x root 3. So let me explain it here. That is root 3 times root x squared. So this can cancel this. Root can cancel the 2. That means x times root 3 will give us 3 x root 3. X root 3. So the next thing we want to do now, let's look at the length of the side diagonal. Length of the side diagonal. Length of the side diagonal. So which is root x squared plus x squared. That gives us root 2x squared, which is the same thing as x root 2, which is the same thing as what? X root 2. So the next thing we want to do now is to solve examples on this. So solution. To answer this question, we are going to draw our cube. So I draw it. So from here, a cube has a length of how? Of 5 centimeter, right? So 5 centimeter. So surface area is equal to 6. We use x in our formula. 6x is power of 2, right? 6x is power of 2. That means our x here is 5. Therefore, our surface area will now be equal to 6 into bracket of 5 raised power of 2. That means 6 times 25. Then 6 times 25 will give us 150. That is what? 150. Our surface area is what? 150. Then the second question, he asks us to calculate for the length diagonal. That is Roman figure 2. Roman figure 2 is our length of a diagonal. So how do we calculate for that? So let's name this one P X R. Then the remaining will now be. Now the formula to calculate for length of diagonal. The length of diagonal will now be x. Don't forget s root what? S root 3. Is what? X root 3. So our x root 3 is the same thing as 5. Our x is what? 5. Our s is what? When our s is 5, when s equal to 5, our final answer is 5 root 3. So having been we didn't prove that formula, we just start by saying 5 raised power 2 plus 5 raised power 2 plus 5 raised power 2. No. So just go direct to the answer. And the third one we want to calculate for now is the volume. Is what? Volume. Volume is x raised to power of 3. Volume. The third one is volume. Volume is x raised to power of 3. So here now our x is 5, and 5 is power 3. 5 power 3 means 5 times 5 times 5, which is 125. Which is 125. So if you master the formula for this cube, you don't have problem. The first thing, and what I want you to know, that the surface area is 6x squared or 6 pi squared. Anyone you use, you can use 6 pi squared, you can use 6 r squared, you can use 6x squared. So all these, they are variables. All these are what? They are variables. And I want you to know that to calculate for the length of diagonal is either x root 3 or pi root 3 or r root 3. So whichever way you use them, so far they are variable, you are good to go. And the volume is pi raised to power 3. It can be pi raised to power 3 or x raised to power 3. That's about cube. Now the surface area of this rectangle, surface area, that will be 6 rectangles. Yes, 6 rectangles. That will be 6 rectangles. 6 rectangles. So let's see. So that means 2 x y, x times x, x y plus 2 x z, x z plus 2 y z, 2 y z plus 2 y z. So what is common here? 2 the bracket of x y plus x z plus y z. So let's look at the volume. So to calculate for the volume, so what we use is base area times height. The volume is base area times height. Base area times height. Then our base area here is x, y, z. X, y, z. That are base x times y times z. Base area times height. X times y times z. So what of the diagonal? Let's look at the diagonal. The diagonal is PU. That is our PU to get our diagonal. Diagonal is x squared plus y squared plus z squared plus z squared. So let us take some examples. So we have a question here. A cuboid, it has a length 30 centimeter with 9 centimeter width 9 centimeter and height 8 centimeter. Calculate its A, surface area, B, that's rough 2, length of the diagonal, and the third one is volume. Now to calculate for the surface area, so let's draw our cuboid and see how it looks. So the question says a cuboid has a length of 13 centimeter. 13 centimeter. 9 cent width is 9 centimeter. 9 centimeter. And height 8 centimeter. So to calculate for the surface area equals to 2 into bracket of our formula, xy plus plus zy, yes, plus zy, and which one? Where the third one? The third one is okay, xy plus yz plus xz. So from this now I have to the bracket of my x is 9 times 8 9 times 8 centimeter. 9 centimeter times 8 centimeter plus yz 8 centimeter times 13 centimeter plus xz Z 8 centimeter plus 9 centimeter plus 9 centimeter. So 9 times 13 will give us 117 centimeter per centimeter squared plus 8 times 13 will give us 104 centimeter squared plus 8 times 9 is 72 centimeter squared. So we have 2 into brackets of, now let us add everything together. 117 plus 104 plus 72 will give us 293 centimeter squared. Then 293 times 2 times 2. 2 times 3 will give us 6. 2 times 9, 18. 1. 2 times 4, 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5 centimeter squared. So that is how to calculate for the surface area of cuboid. So we want to calculate for the length of the diagonal. Length of diagonal. We now build x squared plus y squared plus z squared, which is equals to our x is 13 squared plus y squared, which is 9 squared plus 8 squared, all centimeter squared. So from here now, 13 squared will give us 169. 169. 9 squared will give us 81. 8 squared will give us 64. All centimeter squared. All centimeter squared. Now, the next thing we are going to do now is to add everything together. So, by adding everything together, it's 169 plus 81 plus 64. Plus 64 will give us 314. Will give us 314 centimeter squared. So, what is the square root of this? The square root of this will give us 17.72 centimeter. Square root of this will give us 17.72 centimeter. That's about the length. And the third one is the volume. So the volume now, the volume is base area times height, which is x, y, z. So which is equal to, what is our x? Our x is 13 times y 9 times 8. So by the time you multiply everything together, the answer it will give us is 13 times 9 times 8 will give us 936 centimeter squared. 936 centimeter squared. 936 centimeter cube. Because this one has centimeter, 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 centimeter times centimeter, centimeter squared. Centimeter squared times centimeter will give us centimeter raised to the power of 3. Centimeter raised to the power of 3. So that is about the cuboid. Cuboid. That is how to calculate for the surface area, the diagonal, and the volume. Thank you.